Hello everybody all over the world. £5 will be awarded to whoever gets that reference. Hello everybody and welcome to Train Sim News episode 4 with your host Daniel McKenzie. Now, over the past week, news has been going fairly well. We've got quite a few things to talk about today, and the first thing to discuss really is the Armstrong Powerhouse 456 was released yesterday. Cool. Now, moving on, I'm kidding. I do have a few things to mention about it. Well, surprise, surprise, they did bother to make the Southwest Trains refurbished variant of the 456. And it's not just a reskin. I mean, look, it's got the different headlights, the interior is slightly different, the cab view is also slightly different as well. So yeah, they actually bothered to do that. Although, with that being said, I do have a kind of a theory, or conspiracy theory one could say. Yeah, get the tinfoil hats out once again, but I do have a few theories of what actually happened. Number one, they watched the news show, and then they realised they'd done goofed and made one really quickly. I mean, that's not completely implausible, because they do know of my existence. Number two, they got really sick and tired of all the crybabies whinging and moaning about all the crap they've been doing and stuff like that. Especially by the guy who thinks that he's an adult because he pays for adult fares. You know him. Oh yes, I do. But yeah, I mean, that's not too implausible either. But the last thing I want to suggest, I think, is the most likely. They were going to make it in the first place, but they didn't show any pictures and they were just lying and just hiding it away. If it turns out any of those theories are right, I'll have to give myself a promotion. If you want my opinion on the 456, well, the Armstrong Powerhouse one itself, I'm not really too unfazed or amazed by it. It doesn't look that amazing, it doesn't even sound that amazing. It still sounds kind of off to a real 456. This is only hampered by the fact that I go on them pretty much every week. Oh god. But I mean, yeah, it's better than the Dovetail one, but let's be honest, Transformers 4 is better than the Dovetail 456. Oh, alright, but if you want to get it, just go to the Armstrong Powerhouse's page and file them £15, and yeah, then it's yours. Now, moving on, viewers, I'm going to ask you a question. What is the first thing that pops into your head when I say the two phrases, Train Simulator and YouTube? That's right, an overly pretentious Let's Player! Now, I'm not actually going to speak about someone who's Let's Playing. In fact, I might as well give my opinion on Let's Plays. I have no problem with Let's Plays in general. I mean, I'll watch Chucker Conway's Pokemon Emerald Let's Play all day, every day, given the chance. I love it. But, I don't know, I have no interest in video games that you can't beat to watch as Let's Plays. I mean, you can't beat Train Simulator. You can only complete a scenario. That's really about it. You can build routes, and I don't really enjoy watching people build routes. I don't know, it's not really my thing. I don't really see any point in the Train Sim Let's Plays, because they fall into the same, what's it called? They fall into the same kind of area or category as the Happy Wheels and Five Nights at Freddy's. It's really easy to do, and it's, you know, it just shows no skill or no effort. I could do it. It's not that hard, and I'm not really impressed with them, and they don't really serve too much interest for me. However, there is somebody on YouTube who's making videos regards to Train Simulator, and I have to say, he's doing a real darn good job about it. He goes by the name of PTG Rail, and when you first look at his YouTube page, the first thing that comes into your mind is most likely, oh no, it's another Let's Player, why would you direct me to this guy? And no, he's not Let's Playing. He's actually making route learning or driver training videos on routes for railworks. And you know, I have to give him something there. That's a really nice idea. I mean, granted, I don't drive on all the routes at all. I barely drive on any routes anymore. In fact, the only routes I really drive on are my routes. Occasionally the I Valley, and maybe West Coast may not overshot, but realistically, that's the only ones I really drive on. So it's not going to benefit me too much, but I can guarantee there are people in the community who would really appreciate these videos. Has he executed it well? In my opinion, yes, he has. He's not using Windows Movie Maker. It's not using any flashy intros or stuff like that. Very simple transitions. I like them. He's got a better microphone than I have, which, that's not really easy. I'm using a headset, not even a proper microphone. But yeah, I really like his videos. But there is one little thing I'm not too bowled over by. What is that, you ask? What's this now? Yeah. it was only a matter of time before somebody in the train sim community started using Patreon. It's now time for you guys to hear what my opinion on Patreon is as well. I don't like it. It's extremely easy to abuse. I mean, I've been on the far corners of the internet, mainly the artists on certain sites, where they would censor an image, and then they will tell you, oh, if you want to see the full image, you'll need to give me X amount of money on Patreon. God, it's becoming such an annoying trend. It's basically, they end up putting up paywalls and stuff. It's really, really, really frustrating and annoying. Now, granted, PTG here hasn't put up any paywalls, at least not that I know of. So all of this content is still free. Well, I'm not bowled over by it. I mean, for those of you who don't know, the basic way how a Patreon works is that you donate to them X amount of money a month. And the more money that you usually pay for them, the better the benefits you'll get. And even looking on his webpage, I mean, pledge $10 or more per month, and you'll get the chance to choose my next video and choose any 5 scenarios I created. Okay, is that really all the best you could think of? So I'm gonna donate to you quite, not a lot of money a month, but still some money. I mean, I barely have enough money to get out of my own house, let alone get to college or even donate you. So, is that the best you could think of? Really? Just choose what route you're gonna do? And this is combined to the fact that there aren't actually that many routes and journeys left to do on a route learner. You've already done quite a lot already. So, yeah, you're gonna have to really convince me a lot harder. At the end of the day, Patreon is just an e-begging system. You can easily get quick and easy money from there. I mean, like, take a look at that. He's already earning $81 a month already through it. So you can clearly see how effective it is. Just write up a long paragraph of text explaining why you think you deserve extra money from people that you don't even know, and bingo, you'll easily get it. I do not agree with e-begging. I just find it really funny in the society today. I mean, if you go out to London Charing Cross or a big London station and you beg for money, then the police will be instantaneously deployed to kill you to death and arrest you. However, if you do the same thing on the internet and you beg for money using Patreon, and even if you are going to use the money for decent purposes, I mean, he wants to get a new computer, which, again, I'd love to get a new computer, but I'm not gonna make a Patreon campaign or stuff just to get money for a computer quick and easy. No, I'm gonna save up and wait till Christmas money. But yeah, if you do the same thing on Patreon, it's okay. Beg in real life, it's not fine, but on the internet, it's perfectly fine. Hypocrisy? What's that? So yeah, don't get into the same ballpark of thinking that I hate this person because he has a Patreon campaign. No, I like his videos, I just don't like his Patreon campaign. And also, I just got one other question here. You know, you said this part here in your little description. What's wrong with having a tip jar? No, seriously, answer that question. What's wrong with just having a PayPal tip jar? So that at the end, at the top of your description, something like that, so you could just say, hey guys, if you like my work, you can just give me some money if you want, donate some money to me, something like that, or you know, a description along the lines of that. That'll be perfectly fine. Like I mentioned, the guy who inspired me to make this new show, Stuart K Reilly, he has a Patreon, and I have no problems with it because he's not using it just to get extra money. It's it's a tip jar. I have no worries with a tip jar. I have nothing against it. Why can't this guy do the same? I don't know. It's probably because he wants to get money. I mean, yeah, he's in university, but that's not gonna give me any more mercy points. I don't give any mercy points to things like that. Don't be fooled, though. However, don't be fooled into thinking that I dislike this person purely because he has a Patreon campaign. No, not necessarily. I think I like him alright. He's alright. Okay, I think he's alright. I like his videos. I just think his Patreon campaign is just completely stupid and serves little purpose whatsoever. With that being said, this may surprise some people. I actually would like to interview him. Because on this new show, I want to interview people in the train sim community and see what they're like. Not everybody, and I might even fall into the poor buck of some of the bigger names. I mean, the only two I have in mind is PTG Rail himself and Chris Trains. In fact, after I make this video, I think I'm going to email them about it because I think it could be very interesting. No, I'm not going to fly over to them and give with a microphone and VCR and stuff like that. Oh god, no. I'm just going to do it as a way of basically a Skype call. And if you want a good example of what they'll be like in terms of the format, take a look at some of the YouTube Poop interviews in the description I provided, just as an example. So that's the format I'll be going for. So yeah, that's pretty much all the news I have for you guys today, except this last bit of info here. Steam have done one of the greatest things ever for a long time, and something that has been really long overdue. Steam will now offer refunds. Yes! Yes! Oh no, I'm so happy about that. Link in the description is provided of it in more detail, but at the end of the day, you can basically now, if you buy an add-on on Train Sim and you really don't like it, you can now get a full refund, no questions asked, as long as I think it's within 14 days. Yeah, it does apply to DLC, as long as it hasn't been modified or transferred and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all the news I have for today. Next episode, I'm going to start the Train Simulator route building etiquette that I mentioned in the Skype call I made. So I'm gonna start drafting out my ideas for that. In the meantime, stay cool, have a good day, and I'll see you later.